What's up, guys? Welcome back to MP3D. If you're new to my channel, I'm Jason, and today I'm going to show you how to make a little extra money using your brand new laser engraver. All right, so I have the xTool S1 laser engraver. It can do everything, but today we're going to be talking about laser engraving leather patches or faux leather patches to go onto hats. A friend of mine asked me to do a logo for her husband's car wash, and that's what we're doing today. Before we jump in, let's prep everything. I've got my logo file ready to go and the material for the patch. I'm using a faux leather today, and over there you can see I've got the xTool S1 machine all set up, and I've already kind of secured the material on the laser bed. I'll have to upload the logo into the xTool software. And then one pro tip, really, honestly, is just always test your settings on scrap material first. I've made several mistakes not doing that and ruined lots of leatherette doing it. Once the material is secured, I'll set the xTool to the appropriate settings for leather or faux leather. I find that for this project, 20 to 30% is pretty good at a speed of 200 to 250. So for this setting on this project, I chose to use 25% at 250 speed. And you know, now it's just time to start the engraving. All right, let's talk about this for a second. You've got a new laser engraver, you've got some patches, you've got some hats, and you're laser engraving them, and you're getting all excited. You need to reach out to people, see who likes hats, look for people that are wearing hats, talk to them about your hats, wear your hats out so people can see them. That's what I do. Post them on Facebook, post them on Instagram. When people see that you're making hats, they'll reach out to you to make them. So start making some designs, play around a little bit. I promise you, you're going to find that people are going to want hats from you. While that's laser engraving, let's talk about streamlining the process. If you're only doing one hat, it's sometimes not necessarily important to have a jig, but if you're doing 4 to 6 to 8 to 10, 50, 100 hats, having a laser patch jig to put your things in so you can kind of streamline the process is super important. Once you have like a thing of 4, you can laser engrave 4 patches at a time, and it makes the process a lot faster. And believe me, time is money. One other little thing is when you pull these off of the bed and you take a look at them, make sure your logo's centered. You think guys aren't very particular, but when it comes to hats, we kind of are. And so it's something that's kind of glaringly obvious to us. And so I can't explain why, but getting your jig and all of your things set up to where things come off straight and you get it working right, you know, measure, remeasure, and measure again. That's what I always say. While those final patches are finishing up, I want to talk to you about attaching your patches to your hat. It's super important, and it's a step that if you don't do it right, it can really mess things up. And that starts with the adhesive you use on your patches, whether you buy them pre-done with adhesive on it, which I would recommend, or you buy your own adhesive from Lone Star Adhesive and put it on there, which is also amazing. Some of the best adhesive out there, and I have a lot of Lone Star Adhesives products. But we're going to talk about putting them on the hat and the importance of making sure you get a good press and all of that. So we're going to head on over to the Vevor press. Now that I've got you over at the Vevor hat press, I'm going to take you through the process and how I do things. Now, the little bean bag you guys see in front of you, I like to use that. It's made by Vevor. It comes with that little small little handheld thing that I told you about earlier, and I'll put a link to that in the description. I took the old platen off of that Vevor press that was, you can see the screw holes there at the bottom, and I basically just insert the hat in there nice and snug so there's no space there at all on the hat when you press it. All right, you don't have to do this with the beanbag. I just get better results with this for me. The platen that's actually on the Vevor press is probably just fine. Maybe I don't use it well enough, but I found that it was making creases and stuff that I didn't like. But again, you may get better results with it, so don't judge me off of that. But I find that Vevor little beanbag works great for what I'm trying to do. But I think if you having issues with the platen that comes with the Vevor press, this is a great little option. It cost me like $59 for the hand press and the little beanbag bag, the bean bag or whatever, and I've gotten perfect presses every time. So as you can see, I've heated up the hat, and I'm just going to place the patch, try to find the center, and take your time with this, guys. and kind of have an idea of what you want the hat to look like before you put it on there. And if you do press it a little bit and you don't like where it is, you can kind of fix it and adjust it like I'm doing right there to kind of make sure it's set where you want it. And then once you've got it kind of where you want it and you think it looks nice, you can lean it back, go ahead and put the silicone sheet back over top, and then press it for the 40 seconds at 320. All right, so the hat's done. It looks great. The patch is on there. I like to touch it and kind of push on it and make sure kind of everything's solid. Sometimes a corner will be pulled up every once in a while on the square patches or the rectangular patches. So I do like to kind of look it over, unsnap it, and then I'll sometimes press from the inside and the outside just to make sure everything's good. But that thing looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It really shows up great on the red, and I think my client's going to absolutely love this thing. Take a look at this hat. I mean, I love this hat so much, and I know my client's going to love it, but big thing is you guys, I appreciate you guys watching this whole video. If you liked it, if you want to see more content like this, it's free for you to subscribe to me, and it really helps out if you guys leave comments. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment. I appreciate you guys. If you want to see more content like this, just let me know, and I'll check you guys next video. Peace.